So here's what we got for today's training chat. Today's training chat is going to be about 5-rep work, the benefit of 5-rep work, low rep work in general for your supplement lifts. It's key. Man, it's a different type of stimulus. And just that alone tells you why you need it. You need different types of stimulus to grow, to strengthen, to make progress. You cannot just rely on one type of stimulus. That's not how it works. If you do that, you're short selling yourself. 100%, you're not going to see the benefits that you're capable of seeing. So low rep work, for me, that is 6 and below. When you're running GST size, it's a 5-rep scheme. So it's 3 or 4 sets by 5 reps. And it's important. The benefits of low rep work, I'm going to give you 2 today, all right? Now, the first one is building up that near maximal strength. There's no question that being stronger in the low rep range is a benefit for you. I kind of said that funny. I should just say, increasing your 1-rep max, being stronger with weights that are closer to your 1-rep max, it's beneficial for you. Nobody ever said or nobody ever claimed that being stronger is going to make you smaller. Being able to move more weight, increase your total workload, increase your total volume per session, that shit's important. And so strength is important. While GST size is not a powerlifting prep program, it's not designed to make you the strongest you can possibly be, it still has focus on near maximal strength, because I would be stupid if I thought that that was not important at all. It is important. This program is just a size first program. Strength is second though. Strength is right there behind it. Because when you're capable of moving a lot of weight for a low rep scheme, it's going to make you capable of moving more weight for a medium rep and a high rep scheme. And the benefits of all 3 of those schemes are important for total growth, for being the biggest that you can possibly freaking be. And that's exactly why I don't leave out the low rep work. So in a nutshell, low rep training makes you stronger in terms of 1-rep max, 3-rep max, 5-rep max. Being stronger in those rep ranges, it allows you to do more work in the other beneficial rep ranges. So that's my number 1 benefit to, actually not my number 1, it's my first benefit that I'm listing out. It's not my number 1 favorite. It's not the most important. It's the first benefit to low rep training that I wanted to tell you about today. So I'm just going to do one more. Now the other one is, it's not about physically getting stronger. It's about being able to handle heavier weight and just being comfortable in uncomfortable situations. And you could argue that this is very similar to the first benefit, but I do think it's different. It's a little bit different aspect of training. It's being able to see bigger weight in front of you, being able to see that bigger challenge right there ahead of you, and knowing that you're comfortable just handling that type of weight, that type of pressure, and you can hold your form, you can stay braced, you're used to it, you know what it feels like. There's huge value to gaining the experience of being put under a lot of pressure, heavy loads on your back, heavy loads on your arms, elbows, shoulders, knees, hips, all that stuff. There's so much mental benefit to that it's worth me mentioning. It's worth me talking about it as the second benefit today. It's an ego boost. Mentally, it's an ego boost. You see bigger weight on the bar, you lift it, that's an ego boost. There's nothing wrong with that. You should gain confidence, gain some ego from lifting. You're literally telling yourself that you can do big things, and you're literally showing yourself that you can do, big things. And there's so much value in that. I really think there's value in that. And you're not going to be able to do that if you never touch a low rep range, because low rep ranges require you to do weight that you're like, yeah, that's heavy for me. I'm looking at that and I'm gonna have to get focused in, I'm gonna have to think about what I'm doing, and I better be really good at this lift, otherwise I'm probably gonna hurt myself. So low rep work, it gives you that experience in that type of pressure situation. That medium rep and high rep stuff, you know, it's relatively lighter. It's just not gonna give you that. Obviously those rep ranges, the medium rep and the high reps, have a ton of value. And I've talked about that in the past, and I'll talk about that in the future. But they don't have the same specific benefit of you being able to see weight on the bar that you know is gonna challenge you, that gets you a little bit anxious, a little bit scared. And then you go and you do that weight, and the confidence boost that comes from that, the ego, the boost in the ego, that's something that low rep range gives you, and that's something that you can only get from that low rep range. So those are the two benefits of low rep training that I felt like talking about today. There are more. This is a low rep week. This is day 1 of this week. So expect to hear more benefits of this low rep range in maybe the next training chat, maybe the next 2. I'm not sure. You know, I'm not really sure what I'm going to talk about next. But I'm going to touch on low rep benefits. You can be promised that. I'm going to shut this down right now because I'm actually looking at my screen, my little viewfinder, and I can see the battery is at sub 1%. So I don't want this to get cut off. This was a great training day. Heavy weight. You should feel like you got hit by a train when you're done. I have that going on a little bit, and I can't wait to get my calories, my macros in. That's it. You have a good one.